maybe a little too much reliance on Pex for?
Yeah, absolutely. Pekka was the number one star, no question. But as I say, the hockey gods sort of even things out, so I think we're even now.
What were some of the reasons you think they were getting maybe too many chances?
Well, early I didn't think we had them. Number one is you got to think we've played a lot of games, had a lot of travel. That first game back, I mean, there wasn't a lot of juice on our bench today. Guys were trying, but there wasn't a lot of pop. So, Pex was really good in the first. I thought we turned the puck over way too much and just not really firm on the puck in the first period. Thought in the second period a little bit better. We had some chances and we didn't bury it. And in the third period, I thought we were fine until about 8 minutes to go, and there was a non-call, and they came back and scored, and then we were a little bit of scramble mode. But they came hard, and they've got a good hockey team, and I thought we were managing it much better, and then obviously they got it tied up in different situations. I thought we gathered ourselves and showed some composure and hung in there, and obviously getting the 2 points in a shootout was huge. So we've got to play much better. We got to play better with the puck. Without the puck, we weren't really firm on people. So our gaps, we had way too many gaps. Just there's a lot of areas of our game that we can correct. There wasn't a lot of detail tonight, and I think that's just it wasn't that guys weren't paying attention. The guys were paying attention. They just weren't there as much as they needed to be tonight. It was sharp.
Going to be a tendency too. You score on 3 of your first 7 shots.
Yeah, well, we're fortunate. I mean, every time we touch the puck, it seemed to go in early, and from our standpoint, that was a little bit of a saving grace for us because they gave us a little bit of breathing room, and they came hard. So, yeah, we had some fortune. We created a couple turnovers, which we converted on. But we turned the puck over way too much in our own zone, through the neutral zone. Not really good decisions at the blue lines, which are real critical areas. So I knew it was going to be a tough game coming off the road trip. It was emotionally pretty I want to say pretty exhausting. It was challenging, and today was a big challenge against a good team that was obviously playing with some desperation.
3 different lines chipped in again tonight. You're a pretty difficult team to match up against right now in terms of teams trying to match lines with you?
Well, I think, we were getting contributions from everybody, and if you look through the lineup, for the most part, the forwards have evened out the ice time quite a bit, considerably. Just so many games. You get 13 games in 21 nights. I mean, you're going to need everybody. Guys aren't going to be able to play 21, 22 minutes up front. They're going to have to continue to contribute. And you look at all the lines. I thought you got some contributions from all the lines, but you look at like tonight, Boyd, Tutu, and Dumont probably had as many chances as anybody tonight. And just that does make it hard for a matchup.
When things that are beyond your control, like non-calls, start swaying the momentum, how hard is it to keep the focus on the bench of moving forward?
Well, one of the things sometimes players will look at me and I'm not screaming and yelling and losing control. They just, if I do that, I think they do that. They follow that, and I just say, you got to focus on the moment. You can't, if you just concentrate, hopefully if there was a mistake made on the ice, be it our mistake, their mistake, or referee mistake or whatever, you got to fight through that, because that's going to happen. A puck bouncing funny, hitting a linesman, and you could lose your composure. Today there was a couple of instances where their second and third goal, we didn't get the call. They come down and score. So that's obviously I thought we were so slowly killing their will, if you will, and they come down and score, and the momentum changes, and then I thought we took a penalty right away because they had some momentum, and then Leahy, I thought, drew a penalty, and we didn't get the call, and they score on that power play, and all of a sudden you think this could unravel again, but the guys kept it together. We were calm, and that's what's going to happen. You've got to fight through the adversity. You're going to face adversity, and you just got to know that, hey, no matter what's thrown at you, you just got to fight through it and find a way to get it done. And
Did you get an explanation at all on the Arnie call?
well, just basically it was a missed call, and the referee came over and said, "Hey, I missed it," and you know, he was very honest about it. I just missed it. I looked away for a second, and all of a sudden Arnie's down, and you know, he manned up to it, and you know, can't do anything about it. He didn't call it, so just play on.
Seems to be spreading the minutes a lot more among all 4 lines, and getting a lot of contributions from everybody, all 18 skaters.
Yeah, you have to. I think with the number of games, and they're all boxed in and all that you need everybody to sort of carry the ball and carry the load. And you know, some nights you know, we're going to have to extend some guys, and other nights if we can balance it out. You know, we just came back from a real emotional and hard trip, and got back. You know, had travel problems getting back. We got home late, and you know, you were in 2 time zones away. There's a lot of factors come back. You got the honey-do list going today. Your wife and kids haven't seen you for a week. I mean, it gets hard, you know, in terms of getting your rest and all that. So we've got to manage the rest and recovery, and we just got to stay emotionally in. And you know, it really helped when the fans, you know, when we got a 3-3, they got behind us and we dug in, and that's really important. It's going to be really important down the stretch for us, because we're going to need all the help to get in, and all the help to see if we can you know, complete our mission, and that's get in the playoffs, and then we'll see where it takes it from there.
Even as early as first intermission, did you feel like, just based on the complexion of the game, that 4th goal would really be key?
Yeah, I did. I mean, if we got the 4th goal, I mean, it was probably game, set, and match, and I thought maybe Philly would come unraveled, because they have taken a lot of penalties and you know, very untimely stuff. So I was saying, you know, you could unnerve them a little bit. We didn't get the 4th goal, and they just sort of, you know, got back in the game slowly.
Thanks, Barry.
Thank you.